Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Violet ASMR. And today I will be reading you a story, and it's called In Peanut Land. And it's by Eva Dean. It was written in 1901, and it is an old children's tale. It's full of adventure. When I first read this book, I really enjoyed it. Actually, my best friend gave it to me. She thought I would like it very much. Okay, let's begin. In Peanut Land by Eva Dean. And this is the inside page. And this is a bag of peanuts. In Peanut Land. In Peanut Land, verses and pictures by Eva Dean. And here she has a quote, and it says, "Just where it is not quite clear. It may be very far from here, and still it may be very near." And here we have an illustration of Peanut Land. It has various illustrations. To Joseph and Marta. And here it has a letter to children that warns them about Peanut Land. It says, "Dear little readers, have you never heard of Peanut Land? Then I must tell you all about it, as I promised the little man that I would tell every boy and girl who would listen to me. One night, when reading in my room in a high building in a big city, I, all at once, heard a rustle on the table. The room grew very quiet, and there, standing beside my book, which I had laid on the table, I saw a funny, wee little man. 'Why, where did you come from?' I said, very much surprised. But he only made a big bow. 'Did you come out of a bag of peanuts?' I asked, and then I heard his little voice. "Yes," he replied, "and there are many more of my brothers and sisters in there. They are very lonely and tired of staying shut up in a bag. Won't you give them arms and legs from your pin cushions?" "So that they can come out? Very gladly," I said. "And would you like me to play with you?" "Oh, no," he exclaimed, "you are much too big." But would you really like to help us?" The little fella was very manly and polite. I liked him at once. I told him, I would be glad to help him, you see. He went on saying, "We came all the way from Peanut Land, and there are ever so many like us in your country, and we have nothing at all to do. We cannot play by ourselves, because we are too small to play alone among all these big people. We do not think any of the little boys and girls know about us, for they never come to play with us. Don't you know some little boys and girls you can introduce us to?" And then he sat on the edge of my book in the bright light of the reading lamp and told me all about Peanut Land. And I wrote about all that he said so that I might tell it to you. "Do you know a lot of little boys and girls?" he asked when he had finished the story. "I hope you do, for it is so lonely to be a little peanut man in this big boy and girl land." And then I promised him that I would find a way to tell a great many boys and girls whom I did not even know about Peanut Land. And such a happy little smile as he gave me, and such a funny little bow as he made. And as he ran away, he said, "Goodbye, big lady. Some day I will come to see you again." So by writing all his stories for you to read, I have kept my promise to the little peanut man. Signed, Eva Dean. Let's begin. In Peanut Land. Oh, have you heard of Peanut Land and all the happy peanut band who dwell in little tents of sand in Peanut Land? How everything we like to do they like in Peanut Country too, and all they fear is me and you in Peanut Land. How when they think we're far away, they laugh and shout, run and play, and spend a happy peanut day in Peanut Land. Just where it is not quite clear. It may be very far from here, and still it may be very near, this Peanut Land. But to this, so they say, no boy or girl has found the way to scare the peanuts in their play in Peanut Land. For boys and girls could not begin to pass the tiny gate within that opens out but never in to Peanut Land. And peanut soldiers straight and tall keep guard within the magic wall that so completely bars us all in Peanut Land. Peanut Land, Peanut Land, Peanut Land. If once the peanuts ever do escape and pass the gateway through, they'll have to come and play with you in Peanut Land. And very well it's known that when they stray to Boy and Girl Land, then they never can come back to Peanut Land. Now peanut parents know a way to guard the wee ones while they play. For though they search most faithfully, their labor all in vain will be. They never more their friends will see in Peanut Land. Now peanut parents know a way to guard the wee ones while they play from every running far away in Peanut Land. They tie a string around a tree, the baby on the end you see. It is as safe can be in Peanut Land. On leaving home, the mothers say, "Remember, if you've run away, some child will snatch you as you stray from Peanut Land." Still often when they've restless grown, they long for sights away from home, and break the string after to roam from Peanut Land. This wee wee is a clever lad, they call him Wee Wee Everglad. So sometimes when a nut you find, with still a string tied on behind, you know that Peanut didn't mind in Peanut Land. And way off there where it be, he has some brothers, probably, and sisters too, he'll never see in Peanut Land. So take him in and treat him well, and many a little tale he'll tell of funny frolics that befell in Peanut Land. For there are curious things to know. Now I'm assured that this is so. I'm told that all your lost pins go to Peanut Land. So it's not viewed with much alarm in Peanut Land to lose an arm. Another's found without much harm in Peanut Land. And Wee Wee's sister, Miss Teehee, is good and merry as can be. Indeed, the many things I hear I couldn't tell you in a year from peanuts who have run off here from Peanut Land. While still their babies, round and fair, their nursemaids take them out to air, whene'er the weather's warm and fair in Peanut Land. When they're a little older grown and able quite to walk alone, they take short journeys of their own in Peanut Land. When older still, they run and play all through the livelong happy days without the nursemaid in the way in Peanut Land. And just like any lass or lad, sometimes they're good, sometimes bad, sometimes they're happy, sometimes sad in Peanut Land. Now Pooh lives across the way, and so a part of every day he spends with Wee Wee in their play in Peanut Land. Peanut Land, Peanut Land, Peanut Land, Peanut Land. Someday when no one is around, just lay your ear upon the ground. Perhaps you'll catch some far-off sound of Peanut Land. Perhaps it's a quiet day, and if you listen well, you may hear Wee Wee and his friends at play in Peanut Land. This Wee Wee is a clever lad. They call him Wee Wee Everglad, for all day long he's never sad in Peanut Land. And would you know the games he plays, and what are all the peanut ways of spending pleasantly the days in Peanut Land? If so, just let me whisper true. Things they hear are liked by you, and what they like the best to do in Peanut Land. And Pooh Pooh's sister is Boo Hoo, a mournful little lady too. Mournful, mournful, mournful. Mournful, mournful, mournful. When Wee Wee Lad was very small, his mother had no peace at all, for fear some danger would befall in Peanut Land. And so she blacked his legs, for then, if he were not like other men, when lost she'd find him soon again in Peanut Land. And Wee Wee's sister, Miss Teehee, is good and merry as can be. There's no more happy maid than she in Peanut Land. Now Pooh Pooh lives across the way, and so part of every day he spends with Wee Wee in their Peanut Land. And Pooh Pooh's sister is Boo Hoo, a mournful little lady too. She does whether the others do in Peanut Land. But as you watch them in their play, remember they may lose their way and wander here most any day from Peanut Land. And should it happen that they do, just take them in and love them too, and they will play their games with you in Peanut Land. And that is part 1 of the book. I will continue with part 2. In my next video. I hope you like this story.